And we're live.
This is Tracy.
This is Trainwreck Chip.
And this is Sean.
This is Shop Talking. I wasn't going to mention no nicknames.
You did last time anyway. So might as well on it.
I'm not going to do it this time.
It happens.
SIG's got a fix out.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yep.
About time.
Well, the problem is that it's gonna require modification of the entire fucking gun.
So I want to know how this thing passed field trials. I really do.
Because
this industry
it only
standard drop
fires
test
in a very specific way.
And it would be the military that fucking finds the way.
No, it wasn't the military version.
No, the military version does not have this problem.
Yeah, so all those memes you've been seeing from the Marine Corps is a bunch of well,
we still have the M9.
No, I've seen a bunch coming from the Marine Corps too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the what was it, 30-degree or negative 30-degree angle?
Yeah.
Got to get it on the back of the.
Yeah. And it has to do with the trigger.
The
it's too heavy. The inertia of the trigger
pulls it,
moves enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be, basically, it has to hit against that back.
And I still don't see why they didn't go with the simple fix. Just put a trigger block in it.
Well, there's people claiming that it fires in other ways and shit, but the only way that anybody has gotten it to go off on film is at the butt plate. The guy from TFB TV, he claims that you can do it all other ways and shit. The only way that he got it to do it was using that fucking hammer and hitting the back.
See, that's fucking cheating though. Like that's not a real world scenario.
Yeah.
But he claims that it'll do it other ways.
Hey, you hit most guns with a hammer and I can get them to go off.
But he can't reproduce.
He can't
claim only hitting it on the back.
Yeah, that's
and it's still causing the trigger to move.
And see what happens.
Yeah,
yeah,
but it's still causing the inertia. Causing the trigger. But the guy from Omaha Outdoors, which is the first ones that made a video on it, they did a whole bunch of different guns and drop tested them in the same way that they did that one, and he claims that none of the others would go off. But all of the others that he tested have trigger locks on them.
Yeah.
So, because, well, shit, most of them were Glocks.
Glock copies or Glocks.
No, they were
Glocks.
almost all Glocks. I mean, there was like, he had like 6 different Glocks, like, Glock 26, Glock 30, Glock 19, Glock
why
this,
not throw a
Glock
Smith
that.
in
It's like you tested one Glock, they're all basically the same damn gun.
Yeah.
And then he tested one of those polymer 80s.
Really?
The Glock, not a Glock.
Yeah, the knockoff where you can buy the lower and then just buy the rest of the part. Kind of like an AR for a Glock,
Yeah. And then he did a M&P.
How did you do? Nothing wrong.
No.
Fine,
Of course not.
It's a Glock copy.
It's got the trigger. Hinged trigger.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was thinking.
Just flexes out and then. But with the trigger block, it's got a block there, and it's a very pronounced block.
Yeah, it's like why I don't know SIG just didn't come up with that simple fix, and here we'll just replace the trigger itself.
Yeah,
you know.
And he did that one from that fucking company that sold everybody out, Springfield.
Oh God!
And it's a fucking Glock trigger.
It is.
It is a Glock trigger.
Well,
yeah.
We don't talk about Springfield.
So
even though we got one,
unless they're used.
Well,
yeah.
I've got one at the house that I bought 2 years ago or some shit.
Yeah.
That was before all the.
That's before the motherfuckers sold.
Yeah, I know.
Or well, they probably were already selling us out.
No, I guarantee. Yeah,
they just got caught.
We just didn't know it yet.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny how things.
I figure that a lot of gun companies are doing that. It's
or have done it.
The ones that got caught.
Yeah.
Or have done it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially
back in the Clinton era.
Yeah. Well, especially in a climate like right now when people aren't buying as many guns.
Yeah.
So they need for some sort of scare.
Yeah.
Something needs to happen.
So that's the people start buying.
So you know, it's in their interest
to make it happen.
to
Because
make something
oh
happen.
God, this gun's gonna go away. Buy all that gun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah, you two fill some airtime. I'm gonna go get a part.
Oh Lord,
oh,
this is scary.
Just don't talk about that part or
which
what
part are we?
what you did earlier.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm out of the loop. I feel
Yeah.
like
no, you're in the loop on it. But we'll
Oh, is it?
talk
Are we
about it.
talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. That was fun. That was No.
Yeah.
I was a little worried when I went click again and nothing happened. No. No.
But
Oh,
yeah.
my.
But no, the fix for it is that they're replacing the trigger, the sear, and the disconnector with lighter versions.
Okay.
Weight wise.
Wait, yeah, I figured that. Yeah. Like
And
physical mass wise rather than weight. Yeah.
and something else that they didn't really go into, but it's got something to do with the way that the one in the M17 is done.
Okay.
Military version.
Yeah.
But they said that it's gonna cause modification to the.
There's one problem.
There's
another problem.
Yeah, I say it ain't where it belongs
The
anymore.
trigger,
There's another problem.
the trigger module, the slide, and the grip frame. So I got to send my whole damn gun in.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm carrying my P250 instead of.
I like a PP250 though.
Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, honestly,
It's a good gun. It's just you got to get used to that trigger.
Yeah, you do.
Because it's double action.
In all honesty, like everybody talks. It's the hot topic, and everybody's talking shit about SIG. They're gonna.
They're gonna. Yeah.
It's just.
It's one gun, one specific gun. Doesn't affect anything else. God help them online.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had buddies that have SIG ARs.
Deter me any at all.
Me either.
I'm a little more careful with the.
Now this piece of shit.
How the hell did y'all do that? That's a piece I haven't seen yet. This gas ring. I want to know.
That's
the thing
happened
is,
today.
It only shoots 3 inches, right?
Yeah. Supposedly, ain't it?
Yeah.
Those were 3-inch double-aught buck that
That's what I was shooting.
Yeah.
It didn't do this to me. I mean, shit, it didn't do nothing with me.
But it also didn't do those at the same time with you.
Let's see. By the way, we're talking about a leader arms.
Yeah,
AR-12.
Yeah, the 12 gauge AR.
I have the gas piston in my hand, O-ring blown all the way off the top down to the bottom.
You know what?
Second steel ring
is blown out.
Blown out. It's just yeah.
And it doubled on Sean with double-aught buck.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was boom, boom.
No, faster than that, Tracy. It was.
Yeah.
It was slam fire.
It was slam fire. The only reason the third round didn't go off is because it got caught. It jammed.
And you can, if you look close, you can see where the middle steel ring tried to peel over in spots.
Well, I'm gonna guess.
I mean, you look right there. Look at the gashes.
Yeah. This is just me guessing here, but I'm guessing gas got underneath these rings and did that.
Well,
because
that was a lot of gas in a very short period of time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I have a nice parts gun, so if anybody needs parts, because we're not even going to attempt to shoot this bitch again.
Well,
I'm not going to.
When I shot it, it literally did just about the same thing, except it did almost the polar opposite. The first shot, fine.
Yeah.
Second shot, came back, cycled it, ran back in, but it didn't reset the trigger. Yeah. It did not reset.
Yeah, it didn't come back hardly enough to.
It didn't come back far enough to.
That's what I'm thinking. Is that you just got a really tight seal with that bad boy? Because I remember on that one, there was this O-ring I found, and it was just super small in the front, and I bet that's what happened.
This one I hand worked it. It's like it's not too tight. I can work with so it shouldn't be, because the other one was a little loose, and so I figured, okay, this one might work it. Yeah.
See,
it worked it all right.
After I ejected the jam, ejected it. It wouldn't go. It wouldn't go back. No. This son of a bitch wouldn't
let it go.
It wouldn't let it.
Yeah, I didn't even inspect the inside of the gas chamber to see if there was any damage.
Probably was. That much overpressure. That's almost like one shot going off.
No, I'm talking about when this sucker tried to slam home.
Yeah.
What's
the fun like? It's got some hit marks.
That's where it hits the inertia block, which I don't think is big enough.
It's on the side of it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's. I'm just saying. I heard the shots and I knew that wasn't good.
It's got grooves in it that weren't there before.
Yeah. But yeah.
All three of them too.
I'm definitely not recommending that. Now, I've heard people say this is a good one to build up and put all your. Do not buy this gun. I'm sorry. I'm thoroughly convinced now that it is a Turkish-made piece of shit.
I would not have taken it out there and test fired it with double aught buck in it if we had anything else.
Yeah.
To put in it, but that's
all we have.
You got me the first time.
We even went over to the shelf to see. And
no, I looked. Why did you look again? You know you didn't buy anything.
I just wanted to make sure.
Well, all there is double aught buck over there in 3-inch.
Yeah. We know.
I
shot it first. I shot it first.
Yeah, but yours only went boom.
Yours only went boom.
I could have told you there was nothing else in double aught buck, 3-inch double aught buck.
Definitely do not recommend this gun.
Yeah,
and if you look how loose that second steel ring is now too.
That's what I made note of.
Yeah, ain't nothing good happening with that bitch.
I may have a bruise on my shoulder.
I bet you
do. That's a lot of.
You gonna go home tonight. The wife's gonna go give you a hug or something, and you're gonna jump. Yeah.
I hadn't even looked to see if I did or not, but
oh, that's gnarly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
I mean,
I will say this much.
It didn't really hurt so much when it happened. I was like, probably numbed me up or something.
Yeah,
it's a shitty stock though.
I'm just saying. I will give them this.
It does that butt pad is really rubbery on it.
What this gun has gone through
quite a bit.
Yeah.
What I know this gun has gone through, I will give it this. That barrel is kick ass. And
so you can use the barrel for something.
That barrel is kick ass.
And even though it's a simple standard 12 gauge locking lug at the top of the bolt into the barrel.
Yeah.
Even that, the locking lug and everything is taken out of battery fires. Everything. Doubles, shit stuffed up the barrel and shot through.
Yeah.
I mean, that barrel.
I know how we can
remember that barrel has been overpressured.
We talked about this on the show one time before.
That had
this is the one that had the plastic holes that were stuck in the barrel.
That same
gun was firing through.
Same gun.
Same gun. This gun is where
it's separated from the.
I didn't realize it was that gun.
Yeah, where it's separated from the brass and had gone part way down.
Because that's what ruined it the first time.
And they didn't know that at first because the guy brought it in.
Yeah, because you shoot 2 3/4 at it.
Yeah,
and it turned out they were stuck part way down the barrel.
Let you show these off
because they were shooting out of battery, and literally the hull ripped off and went up the barrel.
Yeah. So there's one. There's one that was came part way apart, and what had happened was that some of them came all the way apart.
And
the hull went up the barrel. And he was shooting through them.
Doesn't help those are Rios too.
And they're crap rounds to start with.
Actually, we had some Winchesters that did the
same thing.
Yep.
That's surprising. So, hey, don't shoot Remington in it though. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You imagine that have been a slug, a Sabo slug?
I'm just I don't know. That barrel might have taken it.
Probably.
I mean,
hey, I got a really fun way of testing it.
I mean, we overpressured the hell out. He overpressured the hell out of it.
I got a real fun way of testing it.
You're pulling the trigger.
With a string.
Lock that bitch in the vice.
Whoa, not my voice.
No. We'll take it outside and put some cylinder blocks on it or something. Fill it full. Because I've got the shotgun reloading stuff now, so we'll just fill it with a lead shot. And squeeze trigger off. We really just want to let it go down.
No, but I'm saying the barrel, the metal, the lock, the bolt, it's all taken some serious abuse, and it's come through friggin' great.
So basically, it's just a gas system refinement it needs. That's what it sounds like. And a trigger. And they need to do something with the fucking trigger.
And fix the mag problem that causes it not to like 2 3/4.
Well, I'll tell you what you can do to it.
We can parts it out.
Well, you can do that, or you can take it and you can just one at a time, boom.
Yeah, but the whole point of that rifle, though, is
but why have a 10-round semi-auto if you can't use it as a 10
because it's not.
You know what? If you really want a 10-round semi-auto, buy a Sega. There you go. There you fucking go.
Spend the money on someone who took time to engineer and field.
You got an AK-47 made into a 12 gauge. You cannot go wrong.
Yep.
Neither one of them is the most accurate thing in the world.
That's a polymer upper too on that.
Yeah.
On this,
and it took all that.
And even
is the upper polymer?
I think it is.
No,
I think I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that shit.
Well, I'm just saying it all held up.
You see that other polymer up?
Yeah, we're not.
We're not.
We don't speak evil around here.
But I'm just saying it all held up, except for it doubled on you, and the gas system went to hell.
See, I feel like it might.
If it hadn't hung up, it would have tripped. My shoulder would be laying out there.
But think about how heavy that gun would be if it was a steel or sabers, or even aluminum for that matter. It'd still be a heavy damn gun.
But see, here is why we only put 3 rounds in any semi-auto.
Oh, because he would have had a runaway.
Yeah.
I did that one time with an SKS.
I bet that was fun as shit.
Because
and you can't drop those mags quick enough.
Yeah.
It's just hold on for dear life.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's like when we had like a 240 or a 249.
Twist the belt.
No, it's ride the lightning, son. That's what we do. Just pray you got less than 700, because that barrel melts down.
I had one of those 30-round magazines, the duck bills. I had one of those in that SKS. So
hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just hold on, because
it's a lot of stuff.
Bitch is kind of hard to get to eject.
That's what I mean. You can't.
They're paying ass.
Yeah, you can't get it. Yeah.
It's on the magazine.
Yep.
You don't
not
use
on the trigger guard. Yeah.
You don't use the one on the trigger guard. You remove that when you put that thing in and use the one that's on the magazine. So
I know.
It's
of course an SKS by and large in its own design is a little problematic because of the inline locking. Yeah, you get something funky with the case, some polymer ammo, something like that, some lacquered ammo,
and anything in there.
Yeah,
trust
it gets.
Me. The gun didn't get hot enough to totally melt that piece of cosmoline that just fell in.
So well, see, that was the issue with cosmoline. It was dried up inside the bolt. And
we know what the issue was. I've seen it plenty, but
so I just took the bolt apart, cleaned it out.
I think it's a good design. It has to be clean.
Yeah, it does. Especially if it's a surplus gun.
Yeah,
you just want to make sure that fucking guy.
God, dude, I'd pay to break it down. I literally would just have a gun.
This
is something else.
This
is a failure in design. Is what this is.
Yeah.
This is.
There is something funky.
Who made that?
Leader Arms.
Leader
Arms import.
I know.
It's a Turkish.
Turkey. I've got some of your Charles Daly's, and I like them. This is bullshit.
Yeah,
this is bullshit.
I was gonna say I've had and shot some Turkish guns that are great.
The pump actions are great.
Even some of their semis.
Well, my semi, the one we've had up here, it's a damn good shooting gun.
But
well, let's see.
Turkey's been
there's 2 Turkish guns that have scarred me.
Is this being one?
That one's one of them.
Oh God, yes.
That little son of a bitch will kick the dog shit out of
Hey, look, I'm just saying if I ever
that's that little semi-auto that being there.
You know it's gas problems. It's gas problems that we've always run into.
Well, this one I can't find the right gas piston.
That's what I'm talking about. It's a gas system issue.
Yeah, it was a gas problem.
No, it wasn't. No, I didn't have the gas piston in.
Yeah.
And
well, it was a ring, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It's a gas ring, but it's kind of like a piston.
Yeah.
It's a
that's right. It works more like a piston.
And the problem is, here's the problem when people import the Turkish-made guns. First of all, these companies change designs too quick.
Yeah.
They don't produce them on. And
no
the companies that bring them in never bring in
part kits.
Parts.
They never bring part kits in.
You know, so I'm looking. I tell you, if I get the gas ring for that, the right one, because there's only about 6 of them now because they changed designs, and that was a very early. That son of a bitch acts like a Beretta or a Benelli.
Yeah. Really?
It's a fucking nice shit.
And then it's going to shoot like mine does. That Charles Daly.
Yeah.
The Turkish Charles Daly.
Yeah.
And you can run it all damn day long.
It's real similar to
Beretta.
Beretta. I can't remember what model it is. But yeah, it's real similar to a Beretta, the way that it operates and everything. And it, other than the fact that it just kicks like a damn mule, I guess it's because it's so light.
And the gas system wasn't working properly.
Well,
so you took
that's gonna be
but still, I mean,
because that's just it. I can't believe I lost the damn thing. I have no idea where it is.
Yeah.
I had all the parts.
Golf clap, everybody.
The thing was that it was.
I had all the parts
in
in the box. The
And you
original
lost
box. I don't know where that fucker went.
We've done that a couple times, especially with building AR lowers. The detents.
Yeah. Oh well, that's a different story. But.
No. I'm talking about remember Barry had everything laid out.
Well, we got that floating black hole.
Yeah, I know we do.
Yeah.
That and the fucking gnomes pop out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've actually, when we cleaned up, we found a few things. It's like, there's that detail. A lot of the shit that Barry was missing.
You
found it.
Figured.
Yeah, it wasn't any place near where it was supposed to be.
And it was that way. It's over there.
And it was in a box that was closed up with stuff that was non-related. Yeah, I don't know.
I told you got fucking gnomes. That's what you got.
Damn gremlins from the Kremlin are unemployed and they're looking for a job.
I gathered.
Go home, you bastards. I'm just saying.
Some shit.
Yeah, that's
But yeah, I've shot Turkish guns that were great guns. And I've shot some that were
I mean
I've owned some that were good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever owned any that were bad though. Because a lot of those old cheap double barrels.
Yeah, Turkish made.
Even the older.
Well, Mossberg, when they first started making a Silver Reserve, the only bitch I had about them was fit and finish when they first come in. I could not sell them because of fit and finish. I don't know if they got the same company still making them, but I guess the fit and finish has gotten better. They handle well.
Yeah.
I mean, I've worked on them. I like them, and I don't fit and finish ain't a big deal to me.
It depends on the gun, though. I've noticed that with you. It depends on the gun because there are some pretty guns that come in and you're like, I got to be safe with that one.
Yeah, but I like an AK. I like form following function.
Pretty much everybody around here does.
It's like I want to be able to beat the shit out of you with it, like a baseball club, and still shoot when I'm done.
I saw something, speaking of shotguns, that you would have liked. Mike, the stock maker I was telling you about before, he's got a Mauser 12-gauge shotgun.
I've seen one of those before.
Bolt-action shotgun.
I like a bolt-action shotgun.
I do too.
I'm a slug shooter, so I'm thinking, ooh, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The front two locking lugs are gone. It only locks in the rear lug and the handle.
Okay, Mossberg. That's all they locked down was the bolt handle. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They do. Don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, that thing it really intrigued me because they cut the whole bolt face off.
Yeah.
They just left a little bit of the lug, and then they take the original K98 style Mauser, wipe out the lugs and the threading, and then rethread it, and then put this weird bulky.
As long as you got a decent barrel.
Yeah.
The
action should hold.
Yeah,
I know the action's going to hold. The bolt handle's holding too. It's a Mauser.
Yeah. The rear safety lug and then the bolt handle's all it really needs.
Yeah.
For what it's going to do, it's safer than the Mossbergs.
Yeah, because Mossberg did have a problem with a few of theirs. I don't think there was ever an official recall. And I think
Didn't
it might
they
have been.
didn't they add a locking
Like
lug later?
Didn't they have a service bulletin out for the gun shops?
Yeah, they did. I think they did later, and then they discontinued making them, so it didn't matter anymore. But I still know a lot of them that are floating around just the handle, and guys are still shooting them. So
I'm brave, but not that. Well, granted, it's 12 gauge, not.
Yeah, it's not like there's
not a rifle.
Whole lot of pressure there.
It's not a high power rifle, but still, that's.
Yeah,
I would feel a lot better with some sort of a locking leg.
Yeah. I mean, I got to admit, one of the first ones I worked on as a gunsmith, I'm like,
that's interesting.
And I'm gonna test fire this bitch. Now the 16 gauge, not so much worried about, but the 12s, they kind of.
Well, that one was a 20 gauge. That he had.
No, 20. That's
different.
Although 20, you develop depending on what you're shooting.
Some good pressure.
Yeah. So, and I'm a 20 gauge guy, but
it was an old enough one that he just went with a paper cartridge. It was old enough.
You can shoot paper cartridge or anything.
I know. I'm saying he didn't run it like a hot.
Yeah, he didn't go out and get
load.
He didn't go out and get one of my Winchester Super X 20 gauge turkey loads.
No, he did not.
Because boy, oh my God.
I don't know what I hate is those the 3-inch Fiocchi Superman.
Yeah.
It's like taking a fucking 3.5-inch
and
squeezing it into a 3-inch.
The Superman.
Yeah. Let me go get my turkey gun, 3-inch, 20 gauge, and get one of them Super X Winchesters because that's about what it feels like. I'm not shooting through mine. No, you shoot through my turkey gun.
I'm not shooting one of those 3-inch Super Mags through any of my 3-inch guns. Piss on that.
That's about what this.
My damn Charles Daly's got an aluminum receiver, and I won't have it for long.
Oh no, I've shot that shit out of my Mossberg.
No, my pump's got an aluminum. Yeah. My turkey gun's aluminum receiver.
Is it? Well, let's pump go. It stays locked up. We got the bolt slamming back on our semis.
Yeah. That means you got less recoil because it's moving the bolt, so that sucks up some of the recoil.
It depends on where it basically just barrel. Comes down to where is it going to mushroom at? Eventually.
Yeah,
shooting those sons of bitches.
All I know is that's one of the only. Well, of course, I was rice paddy prone, and when I pulled the trigger on this, got that damn turkey though. I'm just saying. But yeah, I ended up on. Both of us ended up on our ass about the same time, I think.
Yeah, that shit hurt as much as.
Oh yeah, I was like,
as much as a 3.5.
I'm just sitting there. It was like putting a 3-inch through my single shot 12, and
my arm just hurts thinking.
I'm not that recoil sensitive.
Me either.
But there's a level that nobody is just like fuck.
Yeah,
this.
It's like I'm pulling the trigger a second time today.
Yeah. I run into those old single shot 12 gauges that it's just like there's not a fucking program.
It's light as fuck.
I was surprised last week when I test fired that Alt-6. I was surprised that it was like had almost no recoil.
Which one? That Tika?
No, the 742.
The 742.
Oh, okay.
And it's like
just like where?
I literally am like,
but the short barrel.
Yeah,
I was surprised it had so little recoil. But
a lot of muzzle blast.
Yeah. But I'm also not very recoil sensitive. But if it's got a lot of recoil, I'm still gonna fucking feel it.
Yeah, we're not
gonna 3-inch slug out of a 12 gauge single shot.
No.
That's not too bad.
Try a 3.5 inch.
Yeah, see, I like my collarbone being intact, and I like my shoulder.
The only issue I have with what happened
my
today,
collarbone, man, I was bleeding from the mouth and nose.
You should have a good grip on it.
I forgot to put the straps on the vise.
The only issue I had with what
happened so today I was sitting there
was the fact that they came so rapidly, and I was not expecting
that. That would fuck me up, man.
Came so rapidly, you didn't even know the second one went off till after you looked.
I wasn't sure. I was like, I think it just slam fired.
Yeah, something went terribly wrong. This didn't feel or sound right.
It's like that moment, like pause the movie, and in that moment, Sean knew. He fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Tracy was sitting in here and heard the sound and knew.
I wish I'd have been here for that.
Oh.
When did that happen? What time was this?
I don't know, 11:30 or so.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, she's getting to town. You'll suck.
Yeah. And I asked him 3 or 4 times, you sure? I said, we'll just wait for Chet.
Hell, I kind of wish I had, because I call it the machine gunner. I like multiple rounds going off.
It's too bad.
This was quicker.
Too bad Carol wasn't here
know.
this week. Because last week when I was out there, she was trying to video it when I shot the Alt-6.
Yeah, too bad.
She didn't come up here and video that.
Yeah, that would have been something. We could have slowed it down, had all kinds of fun.
Because I can see him like we can
watch Sean getting whiplash.
Can you imagine if we like rented a high speed camera for that one with really slow, high, fast frame rates, and he's like, and it just walks him backwards.
Yeah.
Oh God, I bet that did feel a little. That's not a great stock.
It started out okay because I was, I was completely prepared for it because 3-inch. Double alt buck.
It's a light gun.
It's not that bad,
and it's a really light gun.
For a single shot,
so
when it works like it did, just the one shot, it's not bad.
So I'm like, well, I knew that I was going to take 2 shots of it, right? Because I'm making sure that it's cycling everything properly. So I was.
We don't get hazard pay for this, do we?
No.
So I was chucked up good.
Do we get tests? Do we get test pay too?
Damn. Yeah, you get to shoot fun guns sometimes.
Test pay, damn it.
I was not prepared
for that.
For a double.
On
a 12 with 3-inch. Yeah.
It came so quickly though, I didn't have time to not be prepared for the second one.
It was
just, you were still bowed up on the first.
Yeah, I didn't have time for it to slip off my shoulder or anything like that. Which usually
you just went the lightning through. You just.
He didn't.
Well, it was just.
It was so quick.
It was so fast that I didn't have time.
Basically, you were at a submachine gun rate of fire for like half a second.
Yeah, because
not even. I mean,
well, see, if it had been a little bit between it might
move over.
Off my shoulder, then it would have hurt.
Yeah, it was quick. I'm talking drummers would have had trouble keeping up.
Yeah.
Almost sounds like a minigun.
Well, when it went off, I was like, okay, that
kind of sounded like that.
Kind of sounded like a double, but it could have been depending because I didn't know
where
I didn't know where he was. So it's like, how quick did the echo come?
You're confusing a feed
right here. The pad on it kind of.
I bet it did
because it kind of jarred it, I guess.
And it's a pistol grip, not a
not a standard.
Yeah, so it put it back in.
It's got an Air pistol grip on it, so.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, because people don't realize we'd have to show them a picture and take a 22 semi out there so you get the neat echo. I love, but where we
that
shoot,
rolling echo,
where we shoot, the echo can come as quick as the blast.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like if you're confused about a slam fire.
Well, I was a little. I was
speed of sound is what
600
or 700,
about 1100 and about 1120.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I don't top head. I don't know. I was asking you.
You're
technical on this stuff.
Yeah, it's about 1120, I believe, or 1120 feet per second. It's rough. It's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah. I'm not gonna get down to the exact miles and decimal points. I don't need to remember.
Has anybody commented and said it's this?
I'm sure someone out there. But we don't need to be exact. But I mean, when it comes in that 1100,
that's bad that the rate of fire is fast enough that you're confusing with an echo,
or even one shot. Yeah, I mean, it was like that. Yeah, the echo. Yeah, it was like that quick. It was.
I think I'm pretty lucky that the other day when I saw
right out there, it's kind of hard to tell by what you hear anyway because of that. I mean, with that Alt-6 the other day, it sounded like a damn laser gun.
Yeah, I know. I love the echo out there.
Yeah, the way the echo. I was standing beside the Connex container.
Yeah.
So I wasn't standing on the other side.
No, you were standing on this side.
So you're close to the shop.
I was standing. Well, I was standing
like this side of it.
No, I was standing out right on the end of it.
Okay.
So I was between it
and
that metal building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when I fired, it was like,
yeah. What's even better if you get
so you got like the crack, but then you got this.
I had the same.
What's even better is when you get just past that yellow box out there, and you're shooting all the way back with a 22, because especially a semi-auto,
yeah,
because
22
because you get the crack and the bullets, and you get that laser. Off of everything.
It sounds like a ricochet.
Yeah, because the Connex box has got the corrugated, it's shooting back at you, the hollow steel building over there. It's just amazing sounding.
I was a little bit.
When I had the Mossberg, the 308,
the first time you hear that, you're like, fuck.
Well, see, that's what I thought.
You're trying to duck because you think it's shooting back at you.
Well, that's what I did. I was just shooting prone with that Mossberg of mine. And I was just like, okay. I'm like, just doing 100-yard zero, nothing major.
When I first bought the place, me and Daryl, instead of rolling up to the gun club, we come down here because we did it. We had a couple 22s we had to test fire. And Daryl pops the one up, it's semi-auto. And he goes, poo poo. And both of us are we're ducking. It's like, okay, wait a minute. And then we got stood up and we're like, wait a minute, it's no sense ducking, because if you stop hearing, as long as you hear the sound, you're good.
Yeah.
It's when you don't hear the sound or you stop hearing the sound, you're in trouble. So the next shot he took, and we're like, we're still looking for the ricochet, where it's landing and shit.
But it ain't.
And then we realized, oh, it's the echo. Oh, this is cool.
I wish y'all would have told me that before I went and shot that down.
Oh, it's
308 that day.
It's so much more fun when you realize it after the fact.
I'd walk out there, you just see me on the ground like this.
Well, when I shot the Alt-6 out there, I realized what it was, and it's a different sound from there.
Yeah.
Than it is from back there.
Oh, by a lot.
And even just a little bit.
Same thing if you come a little forward.
Yeah.
The container, it changes the sound.
But it's got to be a directional way it bounces between the buildings, I guess.
I realized what it was first shot. And Carol Ann was out there freaking out.
She thought it was a ricochet coming by her. Yeah. I mean, I taught my girls right. It's like, get the fuck away from this asshole. He don't know how to aim, or whatever he's aiming at, he shouldn't be.
But she thought it was ricocheting off of something in the ground because where I was shooting at.
Oh, because she was
the ground out there.
Yeah.
So she thought it was hitting something in the ground and ricocheting. Like, big chunk of steel in the ground.
Or something was coming back.
Yeah. A rock or something.
Yeah.
So
and that's because
she went back out there to see because she didn't believe it.
Yeah. Well, that's like at the gun club in New York. We had that problem. I had to quit the cowboy action shooters. They got
low pressure loads, and they weren't.
Well, they got mad at me. They were setting their blocks of wood and stuff up on the ground.
Yeah.
And they'd shoot low or they'd miss to the side, and they were doing it 20, 30 feet in front of the berm. And it was hard pan clay with shale.
Yeah.
So you got rocks and really hard dense clay.
Yeah. So all of a sudden I'm standing there, I'm the range officer, and I hear, and it lands by my foot. I'm like, okay. I move off the center into the tree line. 5 or 6 shots later, I hear, boom. And I felt
ceasefire.
I felt
all clear on the firing line.
I felt it by my ear. I turn, and the pine tree a foot behind me has got a hole in it, eye level. And I'm like,
ceasefire.
Yeah, okay, unload. Yeah, put them in the rack. Yeah, okay.
Condition 0.
Guess what? Yeah, here, we're changing it. Get these railroad ties up here. Put them closer to the berm. Everything's got to be up. And I said, from today forward, everything's got to be 12 inches off the ground and no more than 5 feet away from the berm.
They didn't like that much.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. And I said, no more shooting at steep angles to the berm either, because we didn't have good side berms. We kind of did on the one side, but the other side we didn't. There was a pine grove, and that would have stopped anything, but
still.
Yeah. It's like, no, you guys. Yeah, and that's why the club sent me up there to be range officer for them, because they knew.
Oh, you had common sense.
Well, the club did. They knew that these guys are not shooting safely, and we're going to be liable for their injury or and the worst part, they're doing it with spectators, and there were a few of those ricochets that went over to spectators, and they didn't even realize it. And I'm like, man, we got 5-year-old kids here, we got women here, and that's range officer. That's all I want to do is have to be taking notes and writing up a report while the cops are coming, while I'm still trying to bandage someone, and all this other shit, you know. Yeah.
I heard that.
Like somebody shooting bowling pins with low caliber.
That's what I'm talking about. Like the guys get the 41 Rim Mag stuff that's loaded real low, or the 44 special
pins with 38s, or even a 38 special, or better yet,
shoot something soft.
You decide to get out there and shoot buckshot at 3 or 4 bowling pins. See how many.
Yeah.
I know better.
We sold a bunch of bowling pins this morning.
Somebody's gonna come back in.
And I didn't warn them.
Somebody's gonna come back in here and be like,
"That's not my problem." No, they won't. They'll be too damn embarrassed.
I hope so.
I don't know, and we know whose buddies they might have been. So that we ain't gonna mention no names.
I feel like I know who it is.
You probably
do.
Yeah. I'm sitting here like, yeah, I probably do.
But yeah. Well, I got a Turkish mate in the shelf right now. I'm waiting for the guy to get back to me about the ejector. I have my ideas. It's a partner pump.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, I got the fix, but I don't know if he's gonna want to spend the money. So
they never do.
I might end up having to buy it as a parts gun and do the fix myself. I know.
Sell it again.
Yeah, I know it'll work, and it will be. If it fails ever again, it won't fail again. I'm just saying.
Cough, cough, hint, wiggle, wiggle, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, no, I know.
Everybody's looking at me right now like,
no,
shotgun guy.
No, I know it won't fail again. I'm not going to give away my fix.
Yeah.
I have 2 fixes. One's a quick, easy, dirty one, and the other's a lasting one. And I don't want to do the quick, easy, dirty one because
they never last.
Well, not only that, it could turn out to where when it does go, it could.
Catastrophic failure?
It won't be catastrophic, but you're not going to be able to repair the gun.
That's
catastrophic. Well, no.
Catastrophic.
Yes, no, I'm not talking.
It's not a
dangerous failure.
It's not a dangerous failure, but
it's still catastrophic.
It's a failure that's going to cause the gun to not function ever again.
Yeah.
So
that's catastrophic.
Okay. Well, see, you had to differentiate. Now, I'm not making the gun unsafe to shoot where it might blow up.
Yeah.
It just would, if it did fail the wrong way, it would rip out and you wouldn't be able to fix it.
Yeah.
My other way I came up with it's going to be, it will be a kick-ass gun when I'm done.
Don't give it away.
No, I ain't.
Good.
No, I got a few secrets like my chamber fix that I will not give up. I have not found.
I've asked you and asked you.
I have not found an apprentice worthy enough yet.
God damn, I feel shitty now.
It's.
Of course, I don't claim to be a gunsmith.
Yeah. See, and I can do things to guns that even a serious inspector at Christie's wouldn't notice that chamber had been repaired.
That is, those are bold words, young man. Bold words. He smiles. I think he might have it.
Let's put it this way. I can barely tell with my endoscope. And I know what I'm looking at.
I kind of want. I'm not gonna know, so it don't matter.
Oh, I might give it up to you in another couple of years.
I'll be around, so it'll be all right.
Yeah. And I'm not too worried about you going into competition against me.
I shoot big guns. You shoot
and if you
light rifle,
and you were in the military, so even though it was the Marine Corps, he probably can keep a secret for a little bit.
I can.
I
did have a security clearance, so I can shut up when I need to.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be too concerned, and I'd let Sean know.
Daryl's gonna get pissed if you don't know.
Daryl knows.
Oh, he does know.
He's seen me do it.
He said nobody knew.
Did
he not say he has not found an apprentice worthy enough?
Okay. Daryl knows what I do, but he hasn't
figured out how to do it.
Seen the fine points of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I need
because he's out here at the counter while I'm doing the
yeah.
magic. He's seen the results.
It's usually how it goes.
And knows how I go about, knows the basics of how I do it and what I do it with. But yeah. Christy's gonna be on my ass now.
Yeah.
What's your secret? What do we look for?
Probably. Probably a call one of these days.
But no, if Christie's actually called me up, or if I saw a gun that I knew I did that repair on the Christie's site, I would call. I'd be like Doug Turnbull, and I'd call them up and ask some questions, and they would be iffy with their answers, but you know, we would not let it go out for full original. Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
That close?
Like
that close?
I have an endoscope.
That's hard to.
And you're not going to see the repair depending. Yeah.
That's actually pretty impressive.
It was something I tried and it worked. So I kept with it.
Hell, that's 99% of the shit I do.
And I've never, and none of these people have ever come back to me with the same problem. And I let them know, plain and simple, if this fails, you need to let me know. I will do it. I'll reline the whole damn barrel or whatever I got to do. And
was it a throat or a chamber fix?
Chamber fix.
Chamber fix?
But I told him I'll, replace the barrel, whatever. If my
didn't work.
Doesn't hold up. And the one I know has been going for 15 years or better now.
Oh,
Didn't you say you had done that on some 742s before?
I did it on
bad fitting problem.
I did it on one.
And what happened?
And
I asked because I have a 742.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would hold up under the higher pressure. I'd always done it on rim fires before.
Okay, so you're worried about center fire.
So, and I had a 742 that
30-06 or 270.
270 or 30-06.
Close enough.
Well, the Alt 6 and 308 are the two that usually have that bad problem.
The
270 not as much.
Yeah, but I can't remember which it was, but I did it and it held up here at the shop and I kept it for a couple more days. We tried it again and I did some other things to it to see if it would fail. And it didn't, so we shipped it out and told the guy, hey, look, here you go, bring it back. And that's been a couple, and it was a hunting gun. So pretty sure that one's still ticking good.
Yeah, most of them 742s are hunting guns. I mean, you saw the one of mine. Yeah. It's hunting gun, but you wouldn't know it.
No, you take care of your guns. The one up there on the shelf is a...
Yeah, that's a truck. That's not a hunting gun.
That's the thing about it. As long as you take care of them, keep the gas system clean on them and everything.
Yeah.
Then you usually won't run into that problem.
Even I will say,
it's just the fact that with the
I don't know with that gas system. You'll eventually run into that gas port problem.
Well, the gas port problem you will, but usually what happens is that gas port problem has been incorrectly taken care of.
Yeah, because Remington don't sell that little nipple. They will not, and you can't find them.
You have to go to somebody with a CNC machine to make you.
No, you don't.
It's probably cheaper.
It's easier to fix.
I can cut. The fix. My fix is easy, but I also have. Screw you, Remington. I have the porting sizes for the different calibers.
Yeah. That's a biggie, is knowing what gas, how much gas
size, yeah. And I have that.
Well, that
info.
That 742 that with mine, they put the butt pad on. It's all, as you know, it's all original finish.
Yeah.
It has been shot. I hunt with it, but my grandfather bought it brand new.
Yeah.
Right. It's in the family gun, and once it's never going to leave. It maybe has had 150 rounds to its whole life.
Yeah. Just hunt.
It's all we check our zero and then go in the woods.
Yeah.
And we shoot like 4 or 5 times a year, and then it goes back in the safe.
Keep it clean.
Yeah.
In a climate-controlled area.
Yeah. Well, it's got desiccant packs inside the gun safe and stuff like that.
Climate controlled to an extent, you know.
But it's not
I don't have an issue owning a 742
or 760.
The 750.
Well, the 760s aren't aren't nearly as bad about
the Model 7 or any of it.
7400.
Yeah.
7400 is good.
You know, I got the 750.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually what happens.
That's because I cheaped out. I didn't want to pay for an AR-10 and make it into a
neglect ends
243.
up causing the gas port in the nipple to
blow out.
And then
because it gets carbon buildup and then it just wedges it out.
If you don't take care of
that,
it,
or guys that like to pop, 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 they burn it out.
And if
it was built as
keep
a gun to
shooting
take
that
one shot.
way, with that
move
all
on to the
that
next
extra
deer.
gas going through there,
Well, they're
ends
only
up causing the
4-round
I have a 10.
cap.
For what?
The standard mag.
Except I have a 10.
I said the standard that comes with the firearm.
It's actually 5, but
Yeah.
you can squeeze that 5th in there. Trust me.
Okay. Yeah. Well, still, there's only supposed to be 4 plus 1.
I like my 5 plus 1.
But
And then I got tired of it.
I got some.
Then we got hunting and
I
found
got
me
some
a
better than 10.
rounder.
I got some better than 10 rounders for my 243, and you know, but
20s.
yeah. But
You asked me about those. I found them for you.
yeah. Well, I had them before that. I was looking.
Yeah, well, you were looking for extra ones, remember?
Yeah, and they were a little more than I wanted.
They were out of stock, and I was like, hey, they're back in stock.
Yeah, yeah, but I didn't have. God, damn it! I forgot to have money. I made the mistake. I had to stop by the jewelry store to see about some custom work for someone who asked me about a special job for something they want to give someone, and I took the wife with me.
You've really fucked up then.
Yeah,
You really fucked up.
Well, I can't bitch. You know, I bring guns home. So the odd piece of jewelry here and there is
True.
You know, I do it anyways. So just to, yeah.
It happens.
But yeah, never taking her to the jewelry store again. She started looking at some shit that has some dollars, some zeros.
Some extra zeros behind it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that 2 has how many zeros? 3?
Yeah.
3 zeros? 4 zeros?
Yeah, it's
4 zeros?
the 3 zeros, they're not too bad. But when she starts looking at the ones with 4 zeros, and we're talking to the left of the decimal point.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, that's. I'm not talking 4 zeros total. I'm talking only on the left side of the decimal point. It's like, come on, let's go.
We need to get out of here now before I have to close shop.
Yeah, even though they're my neighbors, yeah, they will. Oh yeah, Tracy, you want to put that on layaways?
Who's your neighbor? Christopher's?
No, Sanders.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, John Caleb. Yeah.
Yep. And they're good to me when I come in because they get all my business, you know, and I have no complaints about their pricing even to begin with.
Oh, he gave me a hell of a discount. Well, I fixed his tractor and he gave me a hell of a
Yeah, he ain't brought a gun up yet, so.
Yeah. If he ever does,
but still,
he will reflect.
Yeah, well, I don't doubt it, but and I don't know just how well, but I have no complaints about anything I've ever spent with them. So, yeah. And when you're taking your wife's engagement ring and wedding ring that's got diamonds in it and
that
stuff
sapphire,
to be cleaned and to be, you know, checked and stuff.
Yeah.
You want to make it's kind of like your gun. You
That
shop
sapphire though, the one y'all showed me, yeah, that was impressive. Good on you, young man. Just saying that.
Yeah. That's finished. Did you see it finished?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah. It's.
I think he had gotten back like the day before or that day, one of the two.
Yeah, it turned out okay.
Okay, he says.
I was hunting through, the wife was going through the attic and stuff, and we found some more of my raw gems. And I got a few, I don't know if I'll send them off to be done. I might try to do them myself again. And because I have cut garnets myself.
Yeah.
And polished garnets myself. Not just tumbled polished, I mean shape oval, domed myself. Yeah, I play with too many. I know too much shit. I play with too much different shit.
This has gone off of a gun channel show real quick.
Yeah.
We went to jewelry channel real quick.
Yeah,
It's kind of weird.
Well, we are getting toward the end.
Yeah.
We probably, actually, we probably are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably is because last time I looked, it was.
Do you have any comments? Anybody watching?
A lot of people watch after the fact.
Yeah, there's a lot of people watch after the fact.
You know, or listen while they're at work or something. Yeah.
Did anybody post anything? Questions, comments, concerns?
No.
Well, I think now that we've got a Republican president, viewership has dropped overall.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I know some of the other shows that I've listened to, their viewership went down after the election.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it happened.
And then sometimes we get into shit like this and some. No, I'm talking about what you're playing with.
Oh, this movie.
Yeah, we get into shit like that. And, you know, that's not an interest to a lot of, failures, how to, and stuff. Some guys are just there for what's this gun going to do and what's that gun going to do.
Yeah.
And I ain't afraid to call it. I will call a dog a dog. I don't give a
fuck. Piece of shit. A piece of shit.
It's not libel when you can show the proof.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Libel or defamation. Yeah. It's Turkey. I love some of your guns. You've been making steel and knives and guns
in civil court
forever. It's Turkey. What they gonna do in the U.S.?
They probably don't even make those fucking things anymore.
No, they probably already realized. There's fucking.
They probably made them for 2 weeks and then started making.
Oh, you rolled the old ring back up. That was a tight fucker, wasn't it?
Did you look into any of the other companies?
Remember that first one?
And see if any of them.
Not close. They changed the gas system enough that it
I knew there was
friggin' close.
I knew there was a handful of companies that make those, but I didn't know if.
And I had thought about going with a more true
like an AR style gas ring.
Why don't we Frankenstein an 1100 into it since its gas system's almost like
it's almost, but it doesn't work on the big tube. It works on a skinny ass tube.
So let's Frankenstein.
Turn it down.
Bitch together.
Turn it down. Shit.
There you go.
Turn it down. Run it to polish.
Because then you get into manufacturing.
Yeah.
That's not manufacturing though.
Well,
you're manufacturing a part, not a firearm.
The receiver is still going to be just like it was.
Yeah, but see that new ruling on manufacturing that.
So you can't make parts. You can not even a modification.
There's a lot of gray repair
part. Even certain repair parts.
That's
there's a lot of gray area.
God damn, it was better under Obama for that shit.
This started under Obama. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in there that's really difficult to.
And until they weren't even.
Line.
It's
kind of fuzzy.
Not even. What do they call it? It's not a law. It's
discretion.
No, it's
a
where they just do a letter on something.
Yeah, it's like a.
But it's a pain in the ass, is what it is. It's regulatory committees running away.
Yeah.
With.
It's one of those things like all those SIG brace letters that.
Oh shit! I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Those opinion things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they came up with like that. Yeah, something like similar to that to manufacturing. It just got out. It just got ridiculous. Because it used to be, and I guess under the way it's written, you still can. Like if I took a Mauser surplus gun and wanted to rebarrel it in 30-06 or 270, I am still allowed to do that and restock it and bend the handle and all that. It's not manufacturing, but there's other things that if I do to other guns that are little things, it could be considered manufacturing.
Would that be considered manufacturing?
But if someone was going to do that to that gun and only going to use it for their personal use.
Yeah, it's not like I'm putting them out. Yeah.
Then I guess that's bullshit because it used to be.
Here's where
then it comes into under that thing where you can do that crap if you're not going to.
Yeah, but see, here's the bitch. Here's the real bitch of that. My name's on an FFL.
Yeah, so you can't.
So anything I do is not for personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all commercial at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even if I go home and do this in my garage for myself.
Well, no. If you can, I would imagine there's a way that if you proved if it was for a personal farm that you owned for yourself.
Yeah, but if they wanted, it could cost me a lot of money to get out from under that rock.
But,
and this is why I haven't got an FFL yet.
Is the FFL
for Andalusia Armory?
Yeah, it's a
as you were the owner.
No, there's multiple. There's every member of the LLC is on the FFL.
Yeah, but you are an employee of Andalusia Armory, though, right?
Technically, yes. But I am also one of the LLC members. So that's splitting.
That's kind of
it's kind of splitting hairs. Yeah. You know, it's not like I'm a corporate
entity.
Yeah. You know, a real corporation and it's not a real. It's more of a partnership that's allowed to act like a corporation.
Yeah.
So I mean we're starting to split business legal with ATF legal and
but that is something though that I mean,
it's because
if you were doing stuff strictly and seriously not at all
now you want to know the funny part when I was a straight corporation and I was the only member of the corporation and I had my FFL. I could walk into my file cabinet, pull out my book, and hand sign my name in the book and walk out with any gun.
Yeah.
Now that I have partners,
you have to all sign, don't they?
No, I can't do a background check on myself. One of those, I have to have everyone, and we got to buy it. Go fill out the form just like any other one. But if I fill out the form, I cannot on myself. I cannot make the check.
Who has to make it?
Daryl would have to, or even better, our office person.
Okay.
Would have to make it. I can't run the check on myself, which is okay.
Well, she runs all of the checks.
Well, she does, but for years I used to be able to just scribble my name in the book.
Yeah.
And boom, it was mine.
Yeah.
You know, now I can't even run a background check on myself.
Well, see, I thought that was just different rules because we were a corporation. So
it depends on how many members are in the corporation.
But see, also,
if there's more than one member,
done differently back then too. Because Nick's wasn't a thing.
A single person corporation.
Yeah.
The ATF treats it the same as if it was a DBA. No. Me being a DBA, sole proprietor.
Oh yeah.
Well, see,
for the
me and Red, the other guy that worked there with us, we were employees of Dave. Dave
was the sole corporate person.
So he was the sole owner.
Yeah.
But he was a corporation.
And like me, for insurance reasons, he chose corporation rather than sole proprietor. Which is smart. It cost a little bit more to do initially. It cost a little bit extra each year, but it is well worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is.
Yeah.
I know.
That second gas ring though.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know if it was the double that caused that.
Had to been.
I mean, because I can't imagine.
They didn't do it with me.
I imagine that second load
off when it came back through.
Well, I imagine that second load was pushing up through before the other one was even out the barrel.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's the second load because he and I literally had almost the identical situation.
Yeah, just his
mine didn't go off.
Well, no, what I think happened is his dam just missed the sear.
Just came back just
enough to where it had full spring tension coming forward and following.
Yeah. So
versus
it didn't even
didn't quite get the full spring tension, and therefore the primer. Because if I remember right, it was dented.
It had a stripe primer.
Yeah, it did have a slight mark on the.
It had a stripe primer. Pulled that one out. Looked at it. I'm like,
Yeah.
And then the other one, and a third, and it was a third one that jammed.
Yeah, and you were, well, that's because when we brought back in, the gas ring had blown off.
Yeah.
The O-ring.
No, mine didn't.
Yeah, when I took it apart, the O-ring was sitting down in the same spot. Yeah.
That's a shit design, man. That's all that is.
Too much pressure on and I don't know if putting the steel rings above.
The only thing
what I thought about doing was turning something on my lathe, and where all those gas rings are, literally trying to machine channels in it and do like Browning did.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
With a sleeve on it. But damn, that's too much damn work for what the fucking gun's worth.
What is it, like a
$300 gun, 400 at the most, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly,
not Browning.
I wouldn't give you $50 for a brand new one right now.
Yeah, neither.
I mean, we might have got the shit one. We just seriously, you know,
I think you might have the shit.
All the manufacturing tolerances just added up on this gun, and that fucker ain't never gonna want to work right. You know. But yeah, we're done here. I want to go.
Makes three of us.
Yep.
This is Tracy.
This is Chet.
And this is Sean.
This is Shop Talk. Keep the powder dry. See, I don't touch guns no more.